A retired top policeman helped New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez's wife to leave the scene of her fatal car crash without a sobriety test or handing over her phone. The New York Post has learned that Michael Mordaga, the former director of Hackensack Police and an ex-chief of detectives in the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office, was on the scene within minutes when Nadine Arslanian slammed her black Mercedes into Richard Coupe in Bogota, NJ, in December 2018. Mordaga, 66, helped her leave behind the totaled car and take her belongings from it after quizzing the patrolman dealing with the crash on what he planned to do. Democrat Sen. Menendez's wife killed pedestrian while driving in 2018. Reports dashcam footage and 911 recordings do not show Arslanian asking after the victim, but they do show her refusing to have her cell phone searched and also suggest she did not call 911 until officers were already on the scene, then told them the wrong location for the crash. A witness claimed that she told cops she was going to call someone for help. At the time, Arslanian was dating both Menendez, whom she married in 2020, and her long-term boyfriend Douglas Anton, an attorney who went on to represent R. Kelly in his sex trafficking trial. The fatal collision on December 12, 2018, led to part of the sweeping bribery and corruption charges brought against Arslanian and Menendez, which they both deny. MSNBC's Alicia Menendez addresses father's indictment. Colleagues have aggressively covered a month after the crash. Arslanian texted Wael Hannah, an Egyptian-American businessman also indicted in the bribery scheme, about the loss of her car, and he later provided her with a 2019 Mercedes-Benz C300 convertible, worth $60,000, prosecutors allege. Arslanian's role in 49-year-old Coupe's death, however, only emerged Wednesday, in dashcam footage and other records released by the Bogota Police Department to NorthJersey.com. But she was driving her car fast enough that the collision flung Coupe's body to the curb just steps from his own house on East Main Street in Bogota, then crashed into a parked car. Sherry Breen, an attorney for Coupe's estate, told NorthJersey.com that other footage from a business had shown that Arslanian moved her car around his body as he was lying in the road and she did not come to his aid or to even check on him. Records also suggest that Arslanian was not the first person to call 911 after the crash, at 7:35 p.m., because the dispatcher told her an officer was already on the scene. All eyes on Schumer as top lieutenant calls for Menendez to resign. She told the dispatcher she was in Teaneck, which borders on Bogota. Coupe was struck in front of 155 East Main Street in Bogota. That address is next door, just to the east, 311 Degra Avenue in Teaneck. Arslanian, shivering in a fur coat and short dress as she stood in the road, initially agreed. "Why was the guy standing in the middle of the road?" she asked. "I didn't do anything wrong." Later she told the patrolman, "He jumped on my windshield." The footage does not show her asking about the victim's fate, but she is heard asking to get something that an officer said had gone in the ambulance. Minutes later, the dashcam shows someone off camera being asked, "You're retired, you said?" That person, identified by the Post as Mordaga, said, yes, and that he was retired from Hackensack. In the footage, his voice could be heard as he said, "I don't even know her. That's my buddy's wife who's friends with her." He said, "Could you do me a favor and take her up there because her friend just got in a car accident. Dee just got in a car accident." The buddy's wife appears to be an unnamed friend who helped Arslanian take her possessions from the car. Mordaga is also heard on the footage asking, "Are you guys getting a statement that you're going to give to the prosecutor's office?" He was told by the patrolman, "I don't believe so, as of right now. She's good to grab her stuff from her car." Mordaga was also given details of the investigation, being told the victim was walking in the middle of the road. "That's what we're gathering." Democrat Sen. Cory Booker joins choir of lawmakers calling on Menendez to resign. "Hard to reconcile. I believe we're good to release her, as soon as she grabs her stuff from her car," said the Bogota police officer on the video. Arslanian left without a summons.